Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What is going on, everybody? We are live right now. We are live with a special episode of the Business Spotlight Podcast. And I have a special guest in the building with me. I have a beautiful sister that has a very important business to our community. I want to shed some light on. She contacted me and told me that she wanted to come and discuss her vision and her business that has put together. I won't say that's trying to put together. She has put it together, and I feel like it's a very valuable institution to our community. I mean, so without further ado, I would like to introduce the sister, Teya Chante, to the building. How are you doing?
I'm good. Hey, everybody. Thank you.
And she is the CEO of the Black American Business Group or Guide. I know it's
Black
some kind
American
of
Business Guide.
Black American Business Guide.
Mm-hmm.
And what exactly is the Black American Business Guide? Now, it's kind of like I said before. It sounds self-explanatory to me, but for people that may not know about it, what is it, and what was your vision behind the Black American Business?
Basically, my vision behind Black American Business Guide is to be the BBB of the Black community. To be listed with us is to be accredited by the BABG. Mm-hmm. We started out in 2020. I ended up having a baby, so we kind of put everything on hold. Around August of 2021, we actually... I couldn't move forward with the website right away, so I wanted to find a way to still incorporate supporting Black-owned businesses. So I started having events. At these events, they were not your typical pop-up shops. They were events that were the vendors that came were conducive to the event that we were having. Mm-hmm. And then from there, I actually had a friend of mine introduce me to a few different buildings, and I started looking at buildings. It started off as for events, but then when I got the building, I had a whole new vision. So we're actually going to be opening up in Plymouth, our headquarters, where we have 5 different suites where we allow Black-owned businesses to lease out and conduct their business. Okay. And we also have display throughout the building for up to about 15 other businesses to have their product on display and for sale. We're also working on the other side of our building, we have a resource center where we're going to have a print shop. People who want to come and make their own merchandise, cut out the middleman, and or even if you don't want to make your own merchandise, if you want to look into starting to do digital design, or you know what I'm saying, just play around.
Just different. You have different resources for different kinds of businesses available in there as well as housing their actual locations. That's
yeah, and we'll have laptops and broadcast equipment. Just like the basic starter kit. It's not going to be like a full setup studio, but you know what I'm saying? If you want to come and you want to get some content out the way, you need a place to study outside of the common hours. I call them common hours. Right. Outside of the common hours, if you want to rent it for a conference, if you have a conference you want to, have, or if you want to put together a seminar for your business, I just want a place where people can come. It's actually called Black American Business Guide Business and Social Center. Okay. So you can come socialize with the people that are already there. Meet new people that will be there, and just have a comfortable environment to get work done and to have a lot of resources at hand.
So as far as right now, what are some of the businesses that if someone looked up the Black American Business Guide, what are some of the businesses that just right off the top that you could throw out there that are already incorporated or accredited? By the business?
Our website, everything is going to launch the day of our grand opening. It's going to be the launch of our website. It's going to be the release of our magazine, and it's also going to be the opening of our headquarters. So right now we don't, you can't go to the website and look anything up yet.
Right. Yeah, we just explained the grand opening is going on. Let me throw this graphic on the screen. And the grand opening is when?
The grand opening is July 19th at 2 p.m. It is Father's Day. It won't be a long event. Basically, a ribbon cutting ceremony, description of the building. There'll be like a food truck there. There'll be tables set up for you to eat, walk through the building, see things. Make appointments with we do have people in our suites already. We have 2 lash technicians. We have a makeup artist, which she's really dope. She, travels out of town and, she's actually, I can't divulge all of her, information, but she's actually working on a few different movie sets. And they're all professional. They all actually happen to be women. That was not the goal, but right now, most of the Black-owned businesses are started and maintained by Black women right now. And I was lucky enough to have these Black women in there.
Yeah, I've been, especially since the pandemic, I've seen a real boost, a real spike in not only Black-owned businesses, but Black women entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? And you said you started this in 2020?
In 2020, yep. Because I was sitting down, I was pregnant, there was nothing else to do, nowhere to work.
So and in what month? So because this was like the same year that the pandemic basically started. Then,
yep, that summer.
No, so that was after the past. And you said this was basically started off as you doing events and just having.
No, it started off as I just wanted a website and an app.
Oh, okay.
And then.
Well, I mean, the accumulation of the business owners. I thought it was something like you said something about pop-up shops, and you was.
No, it's not. It wasn't like a pop-up shop. In 2021, I came up with the idea, and I wrote out a whole business plan, and then we put everything on hold for a little while I had the baby.
Oh yeah,
I had the baby, and then I really wanted to just, start being proactive in it. I knew that the website would take a lot longer than I originally hoped for, but I still wanted to be proactive. I still wanted the Black American Business Guy name to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Because there's many more ways to support Black-owned businesses other than just, having them in the directory. So that's why I started having events. But the community is really oversaturated right now with pop-up shops.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be thrown into that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want my name to be another pop-up shop name. I'm not a pop-up shop host. So I started out with, it was called Mamianas and Mimosas. For me, it was personal and it was business because I was just coming out of having a baby. I wanted to get out with my girlfriends. I wanted to, do something and share my vision with them. And that's where that started. And I supported a couple of my friends that had Black-owned businesses. And we got together. And from there, it really
had the idea to just
and it just
together.
went off. So, people really like Mamianas and Mimosas. So I started having vendors come that were conducive to Mamianas and Mimosas. Stuff that we want to, while we're out drinking and having fun. Stuff that we want to shop for and look at. And that's where that came in. And then that started in August, and then I found the building in November. So everything, honestly, started rolling a lot faster than I ever anticipated it.
Yeah, and that's sometimes what happens when you end up opening a niche that's needed. You know what I mean? A niche that's you're filling a void. Right?
Yeah.
And oftentimes you're gonna have people that come to me and ask me about if I know about a business that has this service or this product or this opportunity. And me, even as a radio station network owner, sometimes it's hard for me to find different businesses, especially when you want to find a specific niche of business that is owned and operated by us, right? Because certain products, you don't want to go certain places for certain stuff. When you talk about maybe African natural skincare products and stuff like that,
House of Melanin is great for that.
You see what I'm saying? So again, so you see how you come right off the back with something that can solve people's problems. So again, having a entity like yours in existence is real powerful because it's connecting the dots for people in our community. We know how powerful it is for us to keep our dollars circulating amongst our people. Especially in a day and a time like this. And with us having a lot of voids, I'll say, in our lives that we need filled in forms of products and services that we're looking for. This is a real necessity, I'll say, that you have a business put together like this. So again, you have a real unique situation, and I'm glad to to have you here to showcase it. So what do you see as the future for the Black American business?
I see it's nationwide. Nationwide. My vision for it is nationwide. I want everybody to be listed in here. I want everybody to fill out that application. And this is another thing. When you fill out the application, yeah, there's certain qualifications that you may have to have. You know, you're going to have all your ducks in a row.
Yeah, and that's what my next question was going to be, what are the requirements? Because you said to be listed on there is to be accredited. So what are the credentials that's needed by businesses just for people who want to get involved and be listed on your directory?
Mainly, the biggest thing for me was for these businesses to be legitimate. A lot of people start businesses, but they never go the route of, they fund everything out of their own pocket. And they never LLC it. They never, register it with the state. You know what I'm saying? Right. It has to be a legitimate business. You don't have to, exactly. You don't have to have a brick and mortar. You can be an online service. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be legit.
A bank account,
you gotta
LLC, tax ID number.
Exactly. The correct phone numbers. And then this is another thing that we're working on adding on in there. And this is why the website takes so long, because my developers they keep telling me that my ideas are real intricate, and they'd have to put these plugins in. They got to get in contact with these people to see if they can do it. But I want to be able to. It's gonna be a lot, but I want to be able to. If you fail that application, I want to be able to tell them what you failed and what you need to have in order to get in there, because that's something that the BBB doesn't offer you. They either accept you or they don't. And then it's just left up to assumption on why you weren't accepted. I want
Black American business builders guide as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's helping people
because
get
the guide part is not just the guide itself. It's guiding you where you need to go. Exactly. Because myself, I didn't even know how to. I went through a third party to get my businesses. Businesses registered. Yeah. I didn't know that you could do it yourself. And at the resource center, those are some of the resources that I'll offer. You know what I'm saying? Steps to show you how to do proper business formation, to help get business credit the right way, all the things that you'll need. I'm in contact with a great credit expert by the name of Alvin Hill. He's really good at what he does, and he's really good at
homeboy Alvin Hill.
Yeah. So he's gonna be me and him are gonna be getting together, and he's gonna be helping me with that portion of the resource packet that will be available to the members or the people that come in, and just come in for a day or so.
Most definitely. So yeah, I like that. Now the name, the Black American Business Guide, it gives it a new definition almost. It's not only guiding the potential clients to the businesses that they need, but it's guiding the potential business owners in the right direction to get their business on track and get it online and actually be in business.
Absolutely. So our motto is actually, we showcase, encourage, and help guide Black business.
That's what's up.
Yep, that's what's on our building.
And then the location for it, once again, for the people that may not have heard it earlier in the show, where is it going to be at?
1200 Ann Arbor Road West, Suite A, and that is in Plymouth, Michigan, 48170. Okay. July 19th, you guys. If you want to contact me to RSVP, the best way to do that, you can call me or you can send me a text message. My business number is 734-392-8090. RSVP, it's gonna be a great time. I'm planning on some movers and shakers to be there.
And I can appreciate that as well. I mean, appreciate your business even more. I'm just thinking about how many people that come to me and they want me to advertise their business, right? And it's like, they don't really have it. It's not really a business. They just sell something.
It's a hobby. It's a side hobby. But then you don't want to say that to people because you don't want to offend them. Because that's just like,
I don't want to promote. I want to promote a brand. I don't want to promote a person that sells something.
Exactly.
A lot of people sell dinners or they make something. Like they got little crafts and arts that they do, and they're just like, okay, contact me on my personal Facebook page, and they don't have even a logo or a business page. It's like it kind of looks unprofessional.
You know what? And what I figured out is a lot of people don't know how to even make a business page.
Yeah.
They don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
They what they do is they sign out of their regular page and they make an email and they go and they make another personal page. But then now their personal page has different capitalizations in it, and
It's like
they're trying to squeeze their name into it, and it's like that's not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I even tell people like, and there's no knock to people, because maybe this is just my observation, but like I don't really like how people make businesses and they always want to put a cartoon version of themselves in the logo.
That's crazy. We actually spoke about that. We had a business expo where Elvin Hill was a speaker. We also had a marketing expert there as well, and that was one of the things that was spoke about.
It just, I'll say it because I don't have to be in that, that politically correct pocket of that. It's just real tacky and unprofessional. It looks childish. It looks like, and then it's like you're making a business look like it's all about you.
And it's not unique.
And it's not unique at all.
You want your logo to speak for your business. Like my logo, I was sitting in the car and I was like, I don't know what I want for the logo. And I was playing around and drew it up. I sent it to someone and they just made it look better. But I wanted something that, I wanted it to look elegant, because that's what I want elegance. I want when people come here, and not just the Black community, when people come to the website and they're looking to support Black owned businesses, I want them to get the feel and to know that the Black businesses that are listed on here, they're quality, they're professional. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get your money's worth, because image is everything. Your first impression is everything.
Right.
And if your logo doesn't look right and somebody's just going to your page and they're like, this looks like so. And then not even that, the cartoon logo, a lot of people are scamming people.
Yeah.
And and that's a red flag for me.
For me, yeah. And it's like, little do people know, there's several apps that you can use to just take someone's picture and just run it through this app and cartoonize it.
Yep.
And put some little graphics and clip art on it, and now it's like, you're charging somebody some ridiculous price for a logo that you didn't even really design. It's not even uniquely theirs that they can actually copyright. You know what I'm saying? They can't edit it. They can't. It's not in the right resolutions. All kind of stuff that people don't know about art, like digital art. This like you said, that's a red flag when people do that. So.
Yeah, it's a huge red flag for me.
Someone asked in the comments, I don't know what this pertains to the conversation or how, but somebody says, "How do you guide through systemic racism?" I don't know.
Let me tell you something. Getting a building in Plymouth was a hard decision.
I was going to ask you about that, like the choice of moving out there versus in the city. That was something I was going to ask you later on, but go ahead and expound on it.
Good question. I can't see who it is, so I can't say anything.
That's a Facebook question. That was M. Holmes on Facebook.
Well, hey, M. So for me, it was really hard to get a building out in Plymouth. I was shown a couple different buildings. I've seen a few in the city. I've seen 2 in Taylor. Ultimately, I made my decision. I decided to make my decision based off the building and not the people around it. Because I feel like I'm at a point where like I just don't care what people think.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they're going to be who they are. And now it's with everything that has happened over the last few years, the racism is a lot more pronounced.
Most definitely.
It's not hidden anymore.
Most definitely.
And I've definitely dealt with my fair share already there. I don't there's not much I can say about a lot of the situations because I'm still in business with a few people. And I don't want to put them out there like that, but Plymouth was a really hard area to get accepted into.
In what way? What made it difficult, would you say?
They didn't think that I would stay. There was a Black-owned business in the same building that I was at, and she didn't last. She didn't get her signs up. She didn't get her. I was when I first moved in, I was out there. We were scraping at the windows, getting all the decals off, just doing work. And someone came to me and he said, "You're real ambitious. You're the ambitious one, huh?" And I kind of took that some kind of way because he
somebody didn't look like us. Number one,
exactly. And then he he knew that the person that was there before didn't last. She didn't get her signs up. So he's like, oh, you're coming in here. You're getting the signs down and you think you're going to stay. Oh. And then it wasn't until this last week that they actually spoke to me and was like, oh, so you're going to be, why would I pay for this?
So they just giving you the energy that like, oh, you're going to be here. Huh?
I've been told that they made it really hard. I actually had to make 3 different business plans for the building that I'm in now. Because when I originally got the building, it was said this is what this building would be used for. And then that's what it was. Then my neighbors had a problem with it. So my landlord had a problem with it. Without discussing it with me, without it being a mutual decision between all of us, I was just told that it wasn't going to work. Someone literally walked into my building, asked what I do, and told me that's not going to work. And I had to change my business plan. My sign was also taken away from me on the street front. I was reduced to...
Taken as in stolen?
Taken as in someone else had... One of the other businesses where I'm at actually had a smaller sign all the way at the bottom. There are 3 signs outside. The top one had a sign that was for the building that I'm in, where there was a lady that was there for 14 years before the lady that was there before me, the other black-owned business. Okay. She never got any of her signs up. So the lady that was there for 14 years, all her stuff was still up. So when I got the building, I'm like, okay, cool. I'll have the top sign. I'm Suite A. Right before I was getting ready to do my vinyl, the other people that were all the way at the bottom that had a 10-inch sign outside, they took their 10-inch sign off and they were given that top one. And I asked, so which sign will I get? Not even the bottom one, not the one under that, because the other building is empty, so that one doesn't need to be there anymore. I can't have that one. I was actually reduced to a 10-inch sign at the bottom, so I said, you know what, I don't want the sign out front. I'll just do my whole front building.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now,
I almost felt bullied into submission because they know that I want this, and I'm not going to give up. They know that I want this space. And I felt like they kept trying.
That was a great question that M. Holmes asked as far as how do you guide through systemic racism, because apparently you've already been
I've been told, even though that even though the people knew what my building would be used for, that my suites would be rented out to black-owned businesses, I've been told that well, what if your tenants starting fights? What makes you think that my tenants are going to start fights outside? What about me? Is it because I'm black you think that there's gonna... I've been told that I've been told twice that I need to leave my building. I literally had to have lawyers contact people in order to tell them, like, you know what I'm saying?
Talk to your mic, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. To tell them, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't... They tried to tell me that there was weed smoke going on in my building. There's no smoking in my building. You know what I'm saying? And then when I asked for proof of these accusations, I still to this day have nothing. So it's like they're throwing stereotypes at me, thinking that I'm gonna fall into them, and I'm not. We are professional. That's the whole point of this, is to show you that, like, we don't... Every race has their stereotypes. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and you said this is you say Ann Arbor Road, and you're not in Ann Arbor. I was just thinking because it's funny that in a city like Ann Arbor where they have events like the Cannabis Cup.
Yeah. Well, this is Plymouth.
Okay. Well, still, I'm sure that they have dispensaries out there and things like that. But why would they come on you now that cannabis and weed is more of a recreational thing, even when it was medical?
Well, let me say this. It is, let me not say it's the city of Plymouth. I've actually been embraced by the city of Plymouth itself.
Right.
The Chamber of Commerce. I've met quite a few people in there, and they're great people. Amazing. It is the people that didn't think that I would make it to the Chamber of Commerce, that didn't think that I would make it that far, that didn't think that I was smart enough to become a part of the Chamber of Commerce in order, you know what I'm saying? When you have a brick and mortar in a city, that's one of your smarter moves, is to become a part of the Chamber of Commerce so that you're in tune. You get the all the benefits of the city. Right. You know what I'm saying? You get to make different connections, bring people into the building and stuff. So I've been embraced by the city of Plymouth itself.
These are some of the citizens,
it's some of the
businesses
citizens
around immediately
exactly.
around where you are.
But now
right?
that they see that I'm here, that I'm doing it, that I'm not leaving, no matter what you do, now
We're still,
they're
sister,
starting
we
to
still,
try to
we
embrace
still,
me.
we still, with that and being known and said, we still had to keep a special eye on you out there.
Exactly.
With all of that being said, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you just keep, like everybody said in the comments, staying strong and keep pushing. You're a strong
Thank you,
sister
guys.
already to deal with what you're going through out there and getting this started, you know what I mean? And then on top of what you're doing for our people, you know what I mean, what you're going through. So, yeah, we got to, make sure that we support you.
Thank
and
you.
Push everything that you're doing. And like I said, keep an eye on you out there in regards to everything. And then, maybe, who knows, you can actually franchise the situation, have you a location in the city as well.
I want that. I want this one to pop off. And I want everything to go good. And then eventually, hopefully in 2023, I'm able to open up another one. I do want there to be multiple. Because this building, it's a nice size, but it's not for the vision that I have now for it.
Yeah.
It's not as large as I want.
A start.
Yeah.
It's a start. I mean, same thing for right here, right? You know what I mean? So even when I expand, I have a huge vision for this. You know what I mean? So I totally understand that. But yeah, at the same time, you have to start somewhere, and you're doing you got a beautiful start.
Thank you.
Just where you're doing it and what you're doing. I can appreciate it. And like I said, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more off air about how we can partner and build some bridges on making that stronger out there. And,
absolutely, I appreciate it.
And network. So that's what's up. So the I'm about to say the meet and greet. Thinking about my event, the grand opening. Is
July 19th.
July the 19th.
It's Juneteenth, you guys.
Juneteenth.
And Juneteenth actually falls on Father's Day this year, guys. I know you guys are going to have, we'll have something there, especially for the fathers. Each father that comes will, receive a gift, as incentive to come out on Father's Day. But we would really enjoy, the more the better.
Most definitely. And then that's just the grand opening. That's the first day of it opening. So feel free to come back out any day after that if you're not available to make it on the grand opening. I'm definitely, because we're gonna have the news van on the road, so we're gonna that's gonna be one of the events that we come out and cover. So you make sure you stay on my head about it.
Absolutely. I will. So you don't got to worry about that. I'll make sure you're there.
I want to make sure I'm out there, man, and make sure I help you push that.
Thank you.
Get some more businesses involved and help expand that situation.
Thank you.
Because for you to expand is for me to expand.
Absolutely.
And vice versa. So we're going to make sure that we do that. So anything else you want the people to know about? Because, you seem like you might have a couple of other businesses or ventures that you were involved in as well. You seem like a very...
There's some things that I'm working on. I'm working on a collaborative group called Wolfpack.
Okay.
Where basically Wolfpack is just gonna be just something I do. It's a business for when I do collaborate with other people. Whatever events, like I'll be going in with that name. My son also has a hand sanitizer business, Bubba's Sanitizer. It's on sale up there. I actually do want to give a shout out to my tenants. I have Malia, I have Kia, I have Miss Kim, and I have Jalen there. They're amazing people. I would definitely recommend reaching out, coming up there and getting their services. They're great women. Miss Kim, she does custom designs. She also sells weight loss products. Mm-hmm. Jalen, she does teeth whitening, and she's a makeup artist. I call her the makeup artist to the stars because she is doing really big things right now, and I'm really proud of her. Okay. Kia and Malia, they are both amazing lash technicians. Yeah.
So these are all people that I would imagine, including your son and the hand sanitizer, that will be featured in the Black American Business Guide.
Absolutely.
That's what's
Absolutely.
up.
I'm definitely going to make sure that all of them have the right credentials in order to be in it.
Well, and I'm just sitting here thinking, with as many people that you have involved, I think, we need to do something maybe at least once a month where you come and bring businesses that are featured in the Black American Business Guide over here to showcase them on the platform.
I would love that. I have a ton of people that would love to be a part of that.
Yeah, I think we should put that together.
Absolutely.
We should put that together.
We definitely can.
Make sure that you all go follow now it's just a Facebook page right now until you launch the website.
Well,
right?
we do have an Instagram. We're working on our digital content right now for everything. our Instagram is BABG app, APP.
Okay.
And our Facebook is Black American Business Guide.
Okay, that's what's up. So y'all make
And
sure
I've been
that y'all
told I need to
follow.
make a TikTok too. Somebody
Man, you
told
know,
me I need to make a
everybody telling me
TikTok.
that I need to make a
Yeah.
damn TikTok, man. And I'm like, man, I have a website.
Yeah.
I already got too much to
And
handle
that's what I'm
already,
saying.
man.
It's like people don't understand that, like, when you're really like invested into like the business side of your business, the social media part, it's just like, oh my God.
It's like
it's
every
a
time
lot.
they pop up with a new app, now it's up to us to go and jump on it and get a following. And it's
Exactly.
like the same people that follow us here already want us
Gotta
to get
follow
another app
exactly.
that posts the same stuff. Like, why don't you just
Exactly.
follow me here? Like, where I'm
Yep.
already at.
Yep.
I
So,
tell people all the time, I use my social media I use my social media to promote my website. I don't use my website to promote my social media.
Exactly. Because
It's
that would be
millions
backwards.
It's backwards.
Yeah.
We already have millions of
Yeah.
people on the social media. I'm trying to
Yep.
get y'all to my website.
Because that's where the business goes down.
And you trying to get me to go to somebody else's
Yeah,
app. Like,
exactly.
it's counterproductive to us as
Exactly.
content creators and website and business owners but you know.
And it's a lot that goes into this content stuff. A
Man,
lot of
Especially as a
reshooting.
content creator. My end,
Yeah.
man, come on. Like, wow.
I couldn't imagine.
Oh my God.
I
don't
couldn't
know what I got
imagine.
myself into sometimes. I think like, man, is this what I asked for? Like,
There's some late nights that go into
Oh,
it.
man, late
I be in my
some.
phone. I be like, wait, I'm not in my phone just doing nothing. Like, I'm really trying to work on something real quick. I'm trying to create this. And when I be creating my digital content, I be like, this don't look right. This don't look right. And I got to sit there. It takes like 2 hours
it's
to
very
get
tedious.
one
It's very tedious. And when you're somebody who is passionate about what you do and you are addicted to progress, stuff like that you just get zombified in it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You just get like, you can't. So, I
Yeah.
definitely feel you.
Yep.
So, I appreciate you coming. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
and
you.
look forward to many more interviews and having you come in and feature the businesses and your business and watching it grow and
Thank you.
partnering with you. And, you can come and actually, like, I don't know what you're doing May 20th. But I'm having a few guest speakers at my company meet and greet. We're all 20 on my podcast. We're inviting listeners out, launching the news van, having a couple of guest speakers to talk about their businesses, and I think that you would be a wonderful addition to that speaking panel. You know what I'm saying? As far as showcasing you. So I'll give you all the information for that when we get off the air. So
Sounds good.
the Black American Business Guide on Facebook, and the Instagram is what?
BABG app. Hashtag BABG. Anytime you post anything, hashtag BABG.
And go follow her on Facebook at Teya Chante, right?
Yes,
Let's say that
Teya
right?
Chante.
That's what's up. And good having you in the building. You
Thank
know
you.
what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate
Nice
you
meeting the first
having me.
time, and looking forward to seeing you again, sister.
Absolutely.
Many more times.
And thank you to your followers. I hope to hear from you guys soon.
Most definitely. We out of here. Until next time, I'll see y'all later.
All right. Bye, guys.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
Production.